Yeah, won't talk for a bit, so
I know.
yeah, just to get everyone there. Okay, then I think we should be ready to go. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Assetto Corsa Offline Championship for our brand new tier Formula E. It is 20 new drivers, 10 new teams, but only one champion can emerge from this new tier. All electric cars, all new circuits that we have never embarked on. My name is Miran FG. Joining me in the commentary box is my good friend Rowan, as always. Hello, Rowan, and
hello,
how are you feeling?
I am very excited to be honest, seeing these cars race. It's something different. I mean, we used to be racing on petrol and perhaps hybrids lately, but now we're going to full electric. Very exciting to see how this unfolds.
Yeah, definitely. Agree with you there as well. These cars, yeah, obviously, if you don't know, they are fully electric, so no emissions produced from these. About 250 kilowatts produced. These cars, and not really the fastest, but they are good at cornering because these are built for street circuits. But today is a bit, today is a bit unconventional as we are running on a permanent circuit. But this is just a temporary solution as we couldn't get one of our tracks to work. But yeah, we have all new drivers, all new teams, and everything. So I'm really looking forward to this championship. But one.
In the Audi e-tron. And here you can hear the sound, or here you can hear the lack of the sound these cars produce. Like, they're not really loud. They could technically run into your neighborhood without even producing any problems with the noise.
Yeah, definitely no noise complaints from anyone about these, as they are electric. No loud exhausts or anything. So I don't know, it's a bit controversial when people talk about the subject of engine noises, but personally, obviously I'm gonna like a big screaming V8, but I think these personally sound quite cool and futuristic, but yeah, at the end of the day it is personal preference. But yes, we are seeing the Audi of Nilsson currently on the lap. He is thrown in as he approaches, tackles the turns. But this circuit then, Circuit de la Comunidad Valenciana Ricardo Tormo, full name, I probably butchered that pronunciation, but 4 kilometers of track we have here, 14 turns, a race lap record of 121.244 set back in 2006. This circuit obviously doesn't see much action anymore apart from MotoGP and obviously Formula E, but yeah, quite an interesting circuit this is. If I must say so myself, we did see Nilsson tackling that uphill turn 12 corner, I think it was. But we are having the first few times come in at the moment. Will Parrish currently sets the benchmark time at 1:35.8. with Nilsson not quite far behind, just a few hundreds. Just see
they're very close. They're
some, yeah, this being a spec series as well, as Cherezhnia just topped Parrish there by a few hundredths of a second. But yeah, some new times coming in as well, as Tildesley goes P2 the Jaguar. But yeah, so a lot of new times dropping in now. We're gonna see new times coming in quite fast. We saw Hwangmin Nguyen and the two E-dams of Hanabusa and Nguyen coming in, as Talon Ngali just goes fastest in the Jaguar.
So spectacular Tron style livery for the Jaguars this season. I must admit I like it.
Yeah, definitely the Jaguars look really good, as Nugali's just been topped by the Cheetah Olsen, and on pole currently is Martinez in the Venturi. So good luck from the Filipino to secure it. But you can see just how close this is. I mean, as Mehmet Demiroglu goes P5, you can see the top 6 only separated by thousands. So this is incredibly close.
And as you can see, 7,000 between number 1 and 2, and only 8/10 from P1 to P20. So yeah, there's definitely something different again for the drivers to get used to. I mean,
definitely.
The power delivery of a Formula E car is so much different compared to a standard petrol or internal combustion engine. It's way more direct and supposed to be more, how do you say it, slidey, maybe even at some point. These cars do not run slicks either. They run on road tires, as you can see there.
Yeah, the all-weather road tires provided by Michelin, obviously. Not the most optimal tire for racing, but they still do provide quite a good challenge for the drivers. And yes, the electric powertrain provides very different power delivery. A lot of very good acceleration in these cars. So they're very quick off the line if you compare them to some other Formula cars like the Dallara IndyCar or
Formula 1 car in general.
Yeah, just like Formula cars in general. I think these are very good off the line, but they're not very good in terms of top speed. About matching the same as regional F3, I do believe, but they are still fast. So yeah, they don't expect to be, bored in these.
I mean, there's the aero is really different, and you don't really get as much dirty, as much affected by the hot and exhaust gases from the car ahead of you, because there's literally no exhaust. So you might be able to follow better than in any other car, kind of racing series.
Yeah, you will definitely. Yeah, dirty air, not that much of a problem. No exhaust gases or anything.
The only dirty air is just the air that's being affected by the aerodynamica, but it's not as much as Formula 1 cars either. So you'd expect to see a lot of close racing here, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. But is there anyone on a lap? I do think Kirian Jimenez is on a lap right now. Yeah, Olsen is actually on one. He's 9 hundredths up.
Yep.
You can really see how close the Formula E field is here, but
I don't think I've ever seen a qualifying this close, other than 1997 European Grand Prix in F1 with Villeneuve, Frentzen and Schumacher all putting in the same lap times. But now we're in Formula E, a completely different era with electrical engines and spec cars.
We're gonna see Olsen as he crosses the line and takes provisional pole by 0.003 of a second. And it's kind of crazy to think that 0.003 of a second is actually quite big compared to the top 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, this just goes to show how equal the skill level and just shows how equal the skill level is in these cars and in this championship. So we definitely got quite an exciting championship ahead of us. As Olsen tied his first sector time, I think it was.
Yeah.
Not quite sure.
And you can see how they're, like I said before, they're really close altogether. Like they were within 1 second. There's not really any other spec series where you see that kind of closeness, in even in Formula 2 or Formula 3, they're way spread apart, someone's in the pits.
Yeah.
Here we have Santos, who is, I think, on an in-lap. I'm not sure, to be honest, what he is.
It doesn't look quite fast, so I do think it might be an in-lap.
Yeah, we'll see.
But yeah, obviously...
30.1 and he's only 1/100th of a second off there. So
obviously, but I think one person on a flyer right now is Tom Stevens, who's down in last place. Now that I think about it, he looks to be improving.
Not someone there, to be honest. He's 8/10 of P1 there still, so it's...
yeah, looks to be holding... Looks to be holding off an Andretti car there, if I see correctly, but yeah.
This is so this will get some stuff.
I'll see. I'm not sure. Yeah, not sure who that in the Andretti is, but he is coming into the pit lane now. As Tom Stevens, we'll see if he can improve. No, he can't. He stays last at the moment. But
he might go on a new lap as Nielsen there jumps into P9 with only a tenth of pole position. Yeah, it's very. You have to get used to seeing these drivers be 1/10 off and then see that they're still back in P9 or something. You know, you really have to get used to it to see that type of stuff.
Yeah, it is quite strange, but it's something you'll have to get used to. But
Yep.
yeah, the Audis in P9 and P14 at the moment. Both Nielsen and Gomez, they're going to want to improve a bit more, I presume. But one person who is very happy on the top of the timing sheet is currently Håkon Olsen, obviously. He set quite a strong lap, and I think it'll be difficult for the drivers to beat it.
I mean, you can. It's really only one fraction faster. Like one driver really has to push that a little bit faster there to get that pole position. I mean, maybe it's not as it might not be as much there as an advantage of Formula E though, because you know maybe you're less affected by slipstream and stuff, and you still get classified no matter if you start on pole or on the front row. You know.
Yeah, definitely. As we see Emil Nilsson approaching turn 14, named after the late Adrian Campos. We're gonna see if Nilsson can improve. Stevens does improve. He goes up into P5, but Nilsson does not look to improve. But Stevens, that is a great lap from him to put it up into P5.
As we can now see here, Task Young in the pits. And yeah, you saw the finish flag be waved there. You don't get confused by that. It's not. It's still 7 minutes to go. As now.
Yes, there's someone who secures pole. That's Tildesley in the Jaguar, who takes pole by a hundredth of a second. I mean, these gaps are so incredibly close. I can't believe it.
Yeah, very.
I mean, look, P1 to P20 is only 5/10.
Yeah.
In Formula 1, that's P1 to P4. That's, I mean.
That's
you don't
ridiculous.
see this level of close racing in any tiers, to be honest.
Yeah, we're better off embracing this era right now, because this is close racing. This is what we want. This is what the fan base wants. You know, close racing, wheel-to-wheel action. I think this is what we get here.
Definitely. As here is Martinho Santos, the Portuguese Dragon driver.
Yep. You can see there. The deliveries are beautiful. I mean, I must say I find the shape of the cars in a bit of a unusual way. It's not like your average cars. There, 1/10 fast from Santos in the meantime, so that can be cool if you can keep it together. But I was talking about the shape of the cars. They look very different than we used to. I saw some people make it. Seem like they're fighter jets, something. I mean, I could see with the comparison, but I find them looking very cool, to be honest, right now. Now I have to get used to it.
I think they look quite cool as well. I mean, I think the comparison to fighter jets kind of, I'd say it kind of holds up, to be honest. I think they do look really cool and like fighter jet-esque, and you know, yeah, I think they look.
I mean, look at the rear wing style. Like, it's not even a rear wing, to be honest. It's just like end plates hanging above the rear wheels.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they kind of look like wings. I'm not gonna lie. But then the deliveries, they are something else. They are very futuristic stylish, I must admit. I mean, you saw the Jaguar look like a Tron car. This one looks just like a very good mixed car.
Yeah.
And yeah. As here we got Santos, who puts in a major lap time with 2/10 on pole, provisional pole there.
Wow. Now that is a really good lap from Martinho Santos. 2/10 off Tildesley. That is an incredible lap from the Portuguese driver to put it on pole. He's definitely gonna be proud of that lap.
Yep. But look at P6 to P13, all separated within within like a few hundreds. It's very close. And then P14 is then a little bit more than a 10 down.
Yeah, definitely. I do still think that, despite the fact that Santos does have this pole position, it's definitely not the win for him. I mean, Formula E, I mean, just judging from qualifying, Formula E is so close, you can't predict anything.
Yeah, it seems like there might be a winner every different week. Well, we don't know. Unless there's one guy with a lot of talent in electrical racing, which I would find strange, as we don't really have any racing junior series that has to do with electrical racing. They all still support. There are more support series to the internal combustion racing type engines.
Yeah. But for those watching right now in the chat, would like to hear your opinions about qualifying so far. How do you think? Do you like this new Formula E format and the close qualifying? It's always good to hear what the fans think about everything, as Kai Cherezhnia just goes P2 in the Andretti car there.
Yep. So going with Libanik, who goes to turn 1 there. It's a very fast corner, to be honest. Even in Formula E cars, that's quite a fast corner. You really need to be committed through there, otherwise you'll lose out and you won't put in the pole. But yeah, a challenging track. That's what we could say. You have to. It's a mix of medium speed and high speed corners. Even in these lower downforce Formula E cars, you have to be so committed through those technical sections.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. 1 10 down, or 2 tenths nearly.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that comment, Rowan. It's very technical. But do remember that this circuit was not even built for racing cars. This circuit was built for bikes. It was built for MotoGP. They race here every year, I think. So you can really see the long flowing corners suited to those bikes. But I think car racing works quite good here as well.
Makes it quite a unique challenge as well, with like the rubber and stuff. If you race on a track with cars which is supposed to be built for bikes, then you won't have like normally 4 wheels that lay down rubber. No, it's 2 wheels instead. So the lines are way different as well, with dirty and clean lines. You know, so that might be taken into consideration as well if you want to stick a move on the inside.
Yeah, definitely. But Kai Cherezhnia, a pretty good lap from him. Couldn't really equal Tildesley, as he's only a 10th off. But yeah, I think it was still quite a strong lap from the Andretti driver to put it up into P2. But his teammate, Jakub Sikorski, is down in P19. So he has not really had the greatest qualifying, but maybe we will see him bounce back. I do see someone on a flyer at the moment. I think it's Gabriel Gomez in the Audi.
Let's see.
So we're gonna watch the Brazilian. Very tight line there.
Okay, we have more of a look at the visor. I don't think we really have anything about that to do with that. As the directors scroll a bit through the cameras that they have available for these cars.
Up through turn 12. Now the long left-hander of turn 13. It's really hard. And turn 14 now, last corner. Now unleash that 250 kilowatts down the main strip. We're gonna see if Gabriel Gomez can improve on his lap.
Yeah,
and he goes pole.
But 200ths of a second. Wow.
That is a really good lap from Gabriel Gomez. Just beats out Martinho Santos to take pole with 1 minute remaining in this qualifying session.
Does Santos have anything to say about that? I wonder.
I do think Tobias Schwulenberg might be on the lap in P16 as well. He's setting some quite good mini sectors down in P16. He is right now.
Yeah. We might have.
Or no? Oh no, he's in the pit lane. Oh,
so he's not really completing anything.
he is. Yeah, he's going in. I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
I think is Parrish on a lap?
I can't really tell, to be honest. So we have
P13 Will Parrish. I think he's on a lap.
No, he's going in as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that means the driver's not seeing any more point in running, it looks like.
Yep. Maybe Olsen can do. I think Olsen is still running for a lap, but he might have already completed it, so I'm not sure. And Nugali here in the Jaguar, what can he do? The Saudi Arabia the guy from Saudi Arabia. So can he maybe do something? He is 4 tenths down in sector 2. That's gonna be a tough one to get back to. He's down in P8. As there, Gomez improves his lap time there. Extends the gap to 500, nearly 600 of a second there. That will be something to beat. There's Nugali going for a lap. Where's he going in? He goes for the lap, but I don't think it will be Paul. It is P8, 6 tenths down.
Oh.
That's not an improvement. He's 3 tenths down on his own lap. We have here Olsen going. I can't really tell what he's doing. But I don't think he is really going anywhere right now. Here we have the other Jaguar of the Z, who is only 200s down on Paul. So he's definitely improving there. I wonder if he can maybe do something and help Jaguar out. Maybe you can put it on the front row at least. But it's gonna be a tough one. He had a good second sector. But it's still, you can still compensate there. Now, goes on to the main straight. Can the Jaguar do something? It is P3. It's a second lockout. It's a second row for Tilsley.
Yeah, Tilsley. Yeah, Tilsley just barely missing out. But it is Gabriel Gomez who takes the first ever pole position here at Valencia.
Yep.
So quite an exciting qualifying we've had. It is a Portuguese-speaking front row lockout of Gomez and Santos.
Yeah.
Yeah, flags are incorrect, so just don't mind that. Santos is meant to be Portuguese, and yeah, the skin files overwrite the nationalities we put in, so just don't mind that. But let's get underway then for this Valencia ePrix.
Beautiful medical car.
As we see file light is Gabriel Gomez on pole, Santos in second. And we go green in Valencia. Looks to be a good start for Gomez.
Someone's gone on the grass there already in the back there. And Stevens was gone
Stevens looks to be some sort of problem for him. He's off though, but let's focus on the battle out in front. It is Gomez who leads, but Santos is already side by side with him. Gomez looks to be in front though. Santos has to cede the position at the moment, as he goes a bit wide there actually. That might allow Cherezhnia to get past for P3, as we see.
Look at the sparks flying in the background there.
The sparks flying in the background, but Gomez leads from Santos, from Cherezhnia, from Tildesley. So Tildesley has lost a position. And then it is Martinez, and then it is Håkon Olsen.
Side by side. Wait, who is
Håkon Olsen side by side with the Neo. I think that is Silva. Yeah.
Silva.
Silva's Mehmet Demirol gets past. I'm trying to think of the names. Oh god.
But I wonder what happened to Stevens there. He went onto the grass for some reason.
Yeah. But Mehmet Demirol actually, if you look at him in P10, he just overtook 2 cars quite quickly. Actually, overtook. I'm trying to think of who NIL is. Could you see him P12?
It's Nilsson.
Oh, it's Nilsson. Yeah.
Nilsson.
Demirol almost got past Will Parrish actually.
The Estonian tries to go around the outside here. Doesn't really seem like a place to me. Is there a bit of grass there? Ooh, that's not gonna help you out. Stevens there. A very disappointing debut race here in Formula E. Yeah, I really have no clue what happened to him. He just went to the grass.
Definitely,
we'll
but
look at that later.
But is Nilsson under pressure from Matthias Poco, that is. Yeah, Matthias Poco and the Dragon. Putting Nilsson under pressure. Oh, it just goes a bit wide, and
they're over the curb there. They take a lot of curb there for some reason. The drivers do that. There's there more curb there. I mean, apparently these Formula E cars can take them. I wouldn't try with those fragile wheel covers on there, but apparently they risk it.
Yeah, AI on this track are not perfect, but it is acceptable. But Gabriel Gomez actually holds quite a decent gap to Martino Santos. 0.8 right now to the.
Jimenez there in the background. Blackwood in the. I don't know what it is. There, look at that huge moment.
And yeah, there's Huang Min Nguyen in the EDAMs. Yeah, in the EDAMs who just went off. No idea how he held that. Honestly, that is impressive. He just, I mean, he was airborne for a moment. We just see them. We just see the Mahindra of Schwulenberg there.
And nearly just got cars like rally cars. To be honest, they're not electrical rally cars. They're electrical Formula cars.
As we now approach lap 3, Martinez Santos holds the fastest lap, so he is catching the Gomez, but not by a lot, from what it looks like.
So we have a look at Silva, who is in chase of Martinez, I think. There, a little luck up there. So now you want to force each other into an error here. These technical corners, as making one mistake ruins your whole flow to the rest of the section. If you can force someone into a mistake, then you're pretty much guaranteed to overtake him, if you manage to do it properly.
Yeah, definitely. We see a bit of a train here from behind Chereshnia, that looks like.
It's Paris.
As a Parish. Will Parish.
That car came fully unscathed out of the bed last. I see some damage on the end plates, I think, or the wheel covers, I must say. That could also be me, but it seems like there's some scratches on there. Because of the track, maybe track limits would have been a good idea for these drivers.
Yeah.
They really tend to take them, and we've seen it again. The track limits can be a bit inconsistent in FIA racing series. But right now, they don't do anything about it.
Yeah. Parish here trying to catch up to the Jaguar of Talal Nagali in front. There. But I do agree with you, Rowan. This circuit, I mean, you really have to have the flow going for it. And, you know, if you somehow just, you know, I don't know, if you somehow go off and make a mistake, then it kind of ruins it. And it'll be difficult to follow if you make a mistake. So this track really has little to no room for error, as Martinez Santos improves on his fastest lap. But here's Jake Tilsley.
Go wide there. Ooh, that's not gonna help either. And now Martinez
is that gonna allow?
Is looking for a move there. Takes the cup again. And I really question
Martinez, but that's Silva. I think Silva might be able to go and move for Martinez, but Martinez goes wide. Is that gonna allow Olsen to have a look on Silva? Silva goes really wide. That's almost a tire in the gravel there, but Olsen.
In the gravel there, as now Olsen really tries to muscle his way past. But it doesn't really seem like Silva's giving on him.
Yeah, they're side by side now. Coming.
There under the curb there. He hooks his tire nearly into the grass there to maybe get him more turn in. It seems to have worked for him. So maybe they know more than we do. But whatever happening, they fight really hard off track there nearly.
Yeah. That was, maybe some interesting tactics. Fellow Formula 1 driver would have said. Olsen trying to overtake Silva, but Olsen behind also has to watch out for the EDAM's car of Libani Hanabusa behind. So that is going to be a bit of a difficult task. But Hanabusa has to watch out for Nugali behind as well.
Yeah, here we have
and same goes.
In the Audi, I think. Yeah, that's the Audi. A Neo car around the outside. That's not really usually a place where you do it, but he keeps it on there, committed. Takes a run off there. I mean, it's there to be used, I'd say. There, wheel to wheel there. Then he gets pushed wide there over the bumps. But can you now get the overspeed there as the Neo takes the curb? Now the Audi of Nielsen goes on the curb. Yeah, you can say what you want, but they really have the guts to race. These stuff uneven terrain is there. Nielsen goes wide. And he might have lost the connection there to who was that? Demigru. So now we can see the slightly gaps forming, but here Poku is now really all over the place on Nielsen.
Yeah.
Lock up there.
Oh, this is actually turning into a really close battle, Rowan. Matthias Polka trying to put the pressure on Emil Nilsson, but Matthias has pressure from both of the virgins behind of Jimenez and Blackwood, so it's gonna be a really hard task for Poco to keep those two behind and still try to overtake Nilsson.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's still tricky to overtake, so it's all about just staying consistent and pushing anyone else to a mistake and hope it's not yourself. So here we have Delon Nugali, who's slipstreaming there. I said these slipstreams shouldn't make too much of a difference compared to other cars, but I might be wrong there. That's not how physics work. Can't really find. He doesn't really find a place, and I can't find a place for me to overtake. There takes a runoff again. That's bumpy there, Nugali. You might want to watch out there before you break off your complete wing, as these cars make no pit stops either. So if you have to stop, then you're just doomed, pretty much.
Yeah, these cars. Obviously, the Gen 2 version.
The Gen 1 cars used to swap the cars halfway through, but the Gen 2 cars don't need it anymore, so the battery can stay alive to the end of the race.
Yeah. Obviously, we were planning to run this from with Gen 1 cars and then eventually switch it up to Gen 2 cars, but the Gen 1 cars do not work at all. They work really badly, in fact. So we have to run the Gen 2 cars, sadly. Nothing we can do about that, but it will generate good racing, and we are having good racing, right?
It is exciting, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think that's in the end what matters. So here we have Santos closing the gap on Gomez. Yeah, that is. Yeah. These cars don't have DRS, so it's all on their own, pretty much. Maybe with the help of electrical power, but no fan boost either.
Yeah, no fan boost and attack mode present, as yeah, there is no such systems in Assetto Corsa, sadly. I do think there is an R factor, but this is called the Assetto Corsa Offline Championship for a reason, so
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Nilsson tries to do something.
And Nilsson looks to be closing in on Mehmet Demirolu in P11. The Audi versus the Neo, but yeah, just goes wide. You can really see Nilsson's driving style come in here. He just tries every possible opportunity he has to overtake, and it's, I mean, most people would say it's bad, but I mean, he puts his opponents under a lot of pressure. But then again,
necessarily bad, but it's kind of questionable to go off track, especially with these Formula cars. As I said, the suspension is so firm, there are not springs in there, so it might take its own toll on him eventually. It's really a big risk to run this cup, because you don't know how the fractional cars will work over them.
Definitely, he is. It's a bit of a high risk, high reward strategy for the Estonian. As
you have to wonder at some point, is it worth it to run this aggressive? You're fighting for P12. It's not like you get points for it. Eventually, as of right now. I mean, the race is still long for sure, but that's it can either being aggressive early on in the race can either help you out or fight you back really hard.
Yeah, but I do think actually that Parrish got a quite good run on Nugali there in P9, but Emil Nilsson as well looks to have gotten a good run on Mehmet Demirolu as well, as he might be able to try a move.
Again. Yeah, side by side. That's gonna be tight. He makes it, but now Nilsson gets pushed wide again.
Yeah, just complete repeat of the move.
Repeat of the move, but now
Demirolu
makes a little mistake on exit. Now Nilsson doesn't get away very well, but he still stays ahead. There in the background, who is that? That is Poku, who puts two wheels to the gravel there. And there on the inside go the Virgin Racing. Ooh, there Blackwood on his teammate Jimenez. You don't want to crash his teammate.
Yeah, the two Virgin Racing cars.
On the inside, can it be done? Can it be done? The space is tight. And he's still, the main move's still not done. And it's still wheel to wheel.
Wow, this is great racing.
But now, Blackwood gets pushed a bit wide there, and I say it again, this is amazing.
Definitely, Blackwood still going, trying to overtake
Jimenez,
Jimenez. Now
there's
it's
a touch.
oh!
There was a touch there, and I wonder if
Yeah.
that maybe damaged something. Because you don't know how fragile these cars are. But that was some serious racing, and Jimenez is in trouble right now.
Definitely, Jimenez lost a lot of time, and yeah, they just raced each other so incredibly hard. I mean,
the grass.
there's the other
German
Mahindra.
Schulberg, but he keeps on going. What happened there? The
No
Vietnamese,
idea. Luckily,
Min Young. Can he maybe do something? I wonder if he can. The Vietnamese driver, new to the series like everyone else, so yeah. No, there's not really a veteran experience advantage someone can have. It's just pure racing.
yeah, obviously.
So,
I mean,
back is
Jimenez and Tildesley have reserve driver roles in Formula 1, but only Jimenez has made a pre-season testing appearance. But yeah, he didn't really finish high up from what I remember.
Formula 1 cars are very different as well.
Yeah, obviously completely different. You can't really compare Formula 1 and Formula E because they're completely different from each other. So yeah. Even if an F1 driver decides to take a break from F1 and venture into Formula E, it's no chance that they'd perform equally as good or equally as bad as they do in Formula 1.
Serves me right, I think Pierre Gasly actually ran Formula E in 2017 or something in the Gen 1 car still in New York as a stand-in for maybe Buemi or something. I'm not sure what it was.
He did.
But it was Gasly. Formula E. I think he didn't finish, to be honest. So yeah.
No, he didn't. Yeah, that's a bit of fun facts. Yeah, Pierre Gasly replaced Sebastian Buemi, who was doing Le Mans, I think, at New York in 2017. But yeah, Formula E in real life plays role to many former Formula 1 drivers who had quite good successes there. I mean, Felipe Massa, Lucas Di Grassi, and there is Jafari Blackwood.
Virgin cars are racing again. And Blackwood puts it into the gravel there. Risky as his teammates running behind him, Jimenez, and if he's not faster, then you might want to consider getting out of the way at some point. You know, even though these cars don't run that, you can still block them off very hard. But it's a tricky circuit to overtake. You don't want to follow it for too long.
Definitely. But Blackwood and Jimenez, I mean, these two are racing, I mean, fiercely with each other. I could see a teammate rivalry developing, to be honest, as Jimenez looked to have got a better run out of these couple of corners now. As my
not really, to be honest. I tried. We haven't seen the top 5 either, but there was Assetto Martinez, and he ventured on his teammate. No, it's not his teammate. It's a Neo, I think. He's in the Neo
honestly
right now.
Honestly, I must say something. Gabriel Gomez is absolutely dominating this race. I mean, 2.5 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. That is, I mean, in a spec series like this, you saw how close qualifying was. That is, I mean,
he really checked out there.
Yeah, honestly, he's just ran away.
There, oh, look at the curb there of, I think that was Silva. He saw the sparks fly off. And you hope
Olsen tried it as well on Silva. I think he tried to take advantage, but it didn't work.
Olsen didn't really find a way past. Yeah, this is a bit of the balance we see right now. We're on lap 11 of 30, so we have 1/3 done. And yeah, it's really not sure who's gonna win or where everyone's gonna finish.
Yeah, definitely. But again, I remind the people in chat, would like to know your opinions about the race so far, and would like to know your opinions if you want to get involved with this race. Always helps the commentators out to hear what the fans think.
So we can see Pogo try it on
Demirolo, that is.
Yeah. As in the background are the Virgin Racings, the purple cars, you can see them run behind each other. And yeah, you don't really want to look behind the views of another car too long. So I think I might see some there on the grass even.
Oh,
A bit sloppy.
yeah.
Is there in the front goes Poku, and he's putting his mark on the inside. I think he's too far back for a move around the outside. No, it was a dummy. And he placed it alongside perfectly there. But now can he go around the outside of this left turn here? Is there on the curb, there, the wheel to wheel. And it's not done. Now, oh, look at that.
Still stays on it. Oh! And Mehmet Demirolu makes the same mistake he did with Emil Nilsson.
And that cost him.
And yeah, that's gonna cost him a lot, but it's
Now
gonna
on the
cost him
inside
even
there
more.
is a
As Safari
Virgin
Blackwood tries to make it, Demirolu looks to be completely out of shape here. As Blackwood gets past as well. But might Jimenez get past as well, because he is he's all over the back of the Turkish Neo driver. But no, it looks like Demirolu will at least hold on to P14. As that is Hwang Min Nguyen trying it on Jimenez. He had a bit of a look there on the Virgin Racing driver there, but wasn't enough. Oh, there is someone almost in the air. Who was that?
That is a mess.
That looked to be Sikorsky, actually.
Sikorsky, yeah.
Yeah, Sikorsky in the Andretti car almost went. He basically went flying there. Honestly.
So we have Silva, who tries and do a thing. I think maybe not really. Very tough one. It's full tense, I'd say. You can't really do anything. Just to sit behind and hope for the best.
Yeah. Yeah, Silva's gonna have to play the waiting game with Martinez. Hopefully, yeah, he's just gonna have to hope for the best. But he is going to have to defend from the Techita of Olsen behind as well. So yeah, just has to focus on defending and holding a gap at the same time, which by no means least is not really an easy task to do. But we'll see if the Brazilian can hold off Olsen and maintain the gap to Martinez at the same time.
It's about keeping the pressure high and not cracking under it yourself. I mean, racing often is described as a physical sport, but people forget the mental aspect about it. In every type of racing, people underrate the mental strength you need in a race car at such high speeds. You need to make split decisions so fast and really be committed to what you do. Otherwise, you're not going to be fast at all.
That is true words from you, Rowan. I mean, this is a physical sport, but it's a mental sport as well, and that's what some people tend to forget, and that's why they just dismiss it as entertainment and not actual physical sports, because they always say, oh, it's only the car and always like that. But yeah, it's just a matter of lack of information.
Yeah.
But let us focus on the racing then, as
can maybe the Jaguar of Nugali put pressure on a Dragon there ahead of him. Who is that ahead of him? That seems
that is Hanebusa, I think.
Yeah, indeed it is. Hanebusa under pressure from Nugali. And they're all great drivers, of course, but I wonder who will get the better out of them at the end of the season, because it's a spec series. You really prove yourself in here. This might even be so. Maybe this is. Maybe you can prove your worth here. Maybe the big teams in Formula One. I mean, I believe HWA is very closely connected to Mercedes. So maybe if you can perform there, you can maybe put yourself in a Mercedes-powered car.
I would just like to inform you, Rowan. There is no HWA competing.
Oh, was it? Oh, it was next season. Oh.
Yeah. Spoilers. But
it's based in real life. I mean, you get the point.
Yeah. But yeah, you still do get quite a lot of racing experience, and this tier works for almost all drivers regardless of experience. I mean, even if you're just a new rookie coming in, or if you are a grizzled veteran, I mean, it works. It generates for some really good racing. I mean, we don't really have. I mean,
to drive wheel to wheel, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. As Jafari Blackwood now sets the fastest lap, so he steals it from Gomez on lap 15. Are we?
Yeah, and it seems like Santiago is getting closer again to Gomez. I think.
Do you mean Santos?
Santos? I think, yeah.
His name was not Santiago.
Yeah, confusing.
Yeah, Santos is catching up to Gomez,
Yeah,
but he's closed the gap as second. But Olsen is still behind Silva. So Silva has done quite a good job of keeping that gap ahead, but it does not look a cat. He does not look. I can't speak. He does not look to have caught up to Martinez, but the gap. Yeah, gaps just seem to be holding as Martinez trying to catch up to Cherezny as well, but again, not really much that has changed.
As Toast gets in the back of, what's that ahead of him? That is ahead
Sikorsky.
of him, Sikorsky.
Yeah, the two Polish drivers.
Yeah, two Polish. Might be a Polish 18-19. We don't know what happened to Tom Stevens, who went off at the start and never seen back. Probably retired.
I think it might be. Do we count it as a DNS then, or a DNF?
I haven't seen him running, so yeah, I think it's a DNF for the Brits.
As here is Eric Alibani Kanabusa
Yeah.
in the Edam's car, trying to defend from Talal Nagali in the Jagger behind.
As Olsen ahead is trying to put the pressure on Silva to this. That's the Silva. That might be. You can see the tire marks well. Like a lot of drivers makes a little bit of mistakes on the brake. That might have to do with the energy being recovered through the brakes as well, possibly. That might make it a bit tougher to get on the brakes. I mean, I do know that the energy recovery system does have effect on the brakes. I don't know how much it affected the cars or the handling.
I do think, yeah, energy recovery is mostly. I mean, in Formula E cars, obviously they don't run. There's not you don't have to do fuel management, but you have to do battery management because these run on lithium-ion batteries, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And just like how Formula One has ERS, this has a regen system, so it regenerates under braking and by lifting and coasting. So it is quite a smart system, and it allows the drivers to. It allows for some strategy still, despite pit stops not being a thing in Formula E, which I quite like actually.
Tries to make a move again on the Neo, I think. Or is it an Andretti BMW?
No, it is an Andretti.
Yeah, okay, it is. Then he is stuck. No, it's an Andretti Sandwich then? No. There's a difference. Yeah, but he can't really close up as Gomez once again checks out on Santos, and they really find a way to keep the gap going up and down.
Definitely, Santos must have made a mistake somewhere or something.
Just 2 seconds.
Gap has
at least 1 second.
Yeah, as Martinez looks to have closed down the gap on Cherezny actually.
In the meantime, we see Martinez close up on the BMW of Cherezny. Yeah. We'll see if how that unfolds. We know
I think they will.
A little run on the main straight, then going into turn 1 you can send it, but then you have to do it into turn 2, and it's not easy.
Definitely, that's. Oh, Martinez actually tried it. That's not the smartest move, I'd say, but yeah,
So
Martinez looks to be. Yeah, maybe. But Martinez, looking at this battle, I think Martinez looks stronger on corner entries, but Cherezny looks stronger on corner exits. So yeah.
Gomez has a faster lap of the race. The gap is near 3 seconds, and that's in a spec series.
Yeah, how is he doing this level of domination in a spec series? That is honestly really impressive from the Brazilian.
Level, to be honest, the dominance you see in F1.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get the call up to F1 soon. Maybe no, I have no idea.
I don't know. The teams decide. Maybe these Formula E teams only run here to gain more experience on energy recovery systems, and then eventually move to Formula One, and keep a program for Formula E as well. It's really, really unpredictable right now, as it's still a very new series with Audi. I have heard rumors of Audi being in talk, or like the whole Volkswagen group being in talks of joining Formula One, but I don't know if that counts for Audi as well. So they're now running a Formula E program, and that costs a lot as well to run.
Yeah, well, you can just see how close Martinez is to Cherezny. Still putting still putting the pole under pressure, as Silva is putting Martinez going a bit wide there.
You can see them run really close to the gravel and stuff, and it's still.
As that is behind. That is.
No, look at
Hanabusa,
that!
and they make contact. Hanabusa and Olsen. Olsen is off into the gravel. It looks like.
Yeah,
Hanabusa.
Nuggali goes into P7, and that looks to be Paris who's putting pressure on Nuggali. Can he do it? As there,
someone else looks to be involved as well. That looks like Matthias Poco is involved as well. And he's into the wall. There is chaos. Or maybe not chaos, but there is certainly some controversy caused by that.
Look at the wheel.
And yeah, you can
over there.
And that will bring out
Paris tries to make a move into turn 1. That's not gonna work out there easily. Nuggali goes on the curb. They nearly touch there. And Paris goes there again up the track. Nuggali takes curb, slides there, but is he ahead? That doesn't seem like it. No. Just the Nuggali holds just on.
But that is certainly going to cause some controversy, that accident between Olsen and Hanabusa.
Yeah.
Matthias Poco must have gotten involved in there somewhere, maybe made contact with Hanabusa on re-entry. I'm not quite sure, but either way, that sees Olsen, Hanabusa, and Matthias Poco. Or no, Poco wasn't in the points. Yeah, Hanabusa and Olsen are out of the points then.
Poco
unfortunately.
is behind there. Maybe backmark as a backmarker. Does he? There you can see the cheat of, I think that's Olsen. Yeah, that's Olsen there ahead of him. And they're both nearly. I think they are both a lap behind. But yeah. And Jeffrey Blackwood seems to have lost it seems to have lost the connection to Nilsson in the Audi, I'd say. Yeah, that's the Audi.
Yeah, but this does bring Blackwood into the points, actually.
Yeah, it does. As we can see, Martinez now finally finding an opening here on the BMW of the ball. On the inside, they're aggressive. They're
oh, and Cherezny
very close. And there's still might have a run. Look at the curb there, as also now sets the fastest lap there.
Yeah, but Martinez is up into P4, and honestly,
so we see another battle between.
That is Tobias Schwulenberg and Jakub Sikorski, the German versus the Pole. As Sikorski could have tried on the inside.
Not really a place to do it that easily. As now in the background there is, who is that? That's
Fernando Tost.
In the. Is that the Cheetah car? It is, I think.
Yeah, that is the Cheetah, yeah.
Yeah.
Tost putting the pressure on his fellow Polish compatriot Jakub Sikorski.
Yeah,
but
someone is lost. Or is it just reflection? I think there seems to be something going on there. Yeah, look at the carbon fiber, they're being all dented and stuff. That's not going to help with aerodynamics. Not that these cars run a lot of aerodynamic up, but look at that.
Yeah.
It isn't unscathed. Let's get it that way.
Yeah, probably.
And now see Silva having a run again, maybe. Now he seems too far back. Although he's running in. But can he make it? No, I don't think he can. He's too far back. It's a few car lengths. But it's 3 tenths. And he might, if he's brave, he can stick it into turn 1 on the inside. But he doesn't. So that means that Silva, although he tries it around the outside there,
Yeah,
Trying
not
to make a
gonna work.
statement there. It's not really a place.
As
Oh no, it's that's a fast lap by 3/10 of a second difference.
how on earth?
You would think that that car is really slowing down in pace after that incident, but it
I guess he might be not in dirty air anymore, considering he's a lap down. So
yeah, but it's strange as you think that car still has damage, but he seems to run.
yeah, that is really strange. But I must say that overtake from Martinez on the Chereznia was pretty
Yes.
clean. Martinez did not put a foot wrong there,
Yeah.
and yeah, just took P4. As here's Jakub Sikorski,
Sikorski indeed.
the teammate of Chereznia, now putting Tobias Swolenberg under pressure.
Yeah, it's
So
true.
it's the Andretti versus the Mahindra, but I do think another toss. But there's Will Parrish in P9, Nilsson getting past Parrish,
Yeah.
but I do think Parrish must go past. As here's Nguyen
There might be
and
contact,
Jimenez
actually.
dueling as well. Yeah, I do think they made contact, but Jimenez gets past Nguyen, I think that is. As there's Silva and
was-
Chereznia side by side.
They're going side by side, and is there gonna be a move made? That's the question. As I seem to move way slower than they used to before.
Might be a processor issue? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Oh, that is
look
a
at that
big
massive
slide.
Look at the speed drop there, 201 to 238. So there's a problem to that car of Silva.
Yeah, definitely. Chereznia. That was a massive slide, honestly.
Yeah.
He caught that very nicely, but in doing so, he lost a position, sadly. But yeah, Chereznia tumbling down the order a bit.
Look at that. So let's see if they're trying to manage the battery in this.
Yeah, why are they going so slowly?
It is the battery actually. Hold on. Yeah, they are going slow anyway. Just the battery may be running out on these cars. Have they been
Possibly.
racing flat out too long? Who knows? We'll see. But that means we'll get a lot of, we'll see the cars slow down a lot more.
Yeah, we'll see a lot more accuracy. This looks like is that Poco?
I think it is actually.
He's unlapping himself.
See,
Matthias
yeah, look at
Poco.
that. Look at the green bar. He still has energy. Well, the other cars ahead of him don't have it anymore. So that puts Poco still
Hold
on
on, this
potential
might be
with 8 laps to go.
genius. Okay, now the question stands here, Rowan. Do you think Matthias Poco will be able to make up some positions now that he has more energy than everyone else? Everyone looks to be on energy saving mode here, but Matthias Poco now has extra energy to push,
I
and he
don't
looks
know.
to be doing so.
But what I do know is that he'll make up some positions from that.
Definitely, there are 8 laps remaining, and if Poco still has more energy than everyone else, which he does at the moment,
Yeah, look at that.
we're gonna
yeah,
see.
Look, he pushed the foot down. Look at that. He's
Look
just
how much
sailing
he's
past
catching.
As if it's a safety car for them. He's just cruising past easily, not really a big defense being put up. But it seems like the steering wheel wasn't aligned properly, but he might actually be in contention to take back the points.
I think he might be here actually, Rowan. This is, I mean, you can see he's just overtaking those cars as if they were go-karts, honestly.
Yeah.
He's just
So
cutting through the
on the
field.
inside, yeah, he can, but there's nearly contact in doing so. As
No!
he pushes, I think that's the, I don't know what it is, but he did push him wide there.
Blue flags does not matter for this man today, Matthias Poco, as this is a man on a mission.
Yeah,
he
he is.
He is just unlapping himself.
I
We're
truly
gonna
wonder
see
if
this.
this is a sign for the FIA to maybe reduce the length of these races, as this is not supposed to happen with these Formula E cars with the new generation.
Yeah, we saw a bit of a similar energy issue
I think it was on the
in the
same
real
track,
life
actually.
Valencia. Yeah, the same thing, but yeah, at least the cars won't stop here, as we see Matthias Poco unlapping himself from his
Teammate there.
teammate. Yeah,
Yeah, it's very. This might be a controversial topic, as we can see the other cars there. Is there someone with more energy? No, it isn't. They're all just slowing there, trying to make it to the finish.
as they're crawling past each
Yeah.
other. This is, I mean,
It's not what you want racing, but it's somewhat entertaining, I guess.
It's, yeah.
I mean, look, you can see here the bar of energy there on the dashboard. Being 0 there. It's just out of energy. But Poco, look at the steering alignment. That does not seem straight anymore to me.
Yeah, maybe a bit of a broken suspension from the crash.
He knew he has enough energy after that incident, so he just decided to give it a go, as he doesn't have to push out anymore. Even though it's still a risk to run it like this. Now, I wonder where our leader is, Gomez. He is also cruising without the battery, it seems.
Yeah, Gomez looks to have managed
5 seconds there out of Santiago.
It's Santos, but
Santos again, yeah,
I think Gomez doesn't look to have a problem with energy either.
Yeah.
If it looks like that, because I mean, yeah, he's been in the lead for so long. He can manage his energy if he'd like. I mean, it's comfortable for him.
Yeah, but everyone is now just slowing down. And Miami Aspoco is now running for 1 second a lap faster than the rest. And I wonder if they at some point even stop with the ERS being fully or the battery being fully deployed.
Honestly, this is a really, really unexpected turn of events for this Brazilian today.
It really is, to be honest.
Do you think that he'll be able to catch the field run?
I really don't know if you can. It seems like it is. It's he's only just more than a minute away, and it's 6 laps to go. And let's see, he already made like what 3 minutes up or something, I think, nearly. In like a span of a few laps, so who knows? I mean, no one really knows if he can. As there you can see, yeah, look at that full pace. He's still 30 kilometers now faster than the rest. Now we just see him maybe contend for points. There, look at that. He's really pushing hard, as you can see. He knows he can get those points back. Seems like he's, wow, catching up quite a lot. As the rest, as his closest one is Olsen ahead, I think. And we can't see him in the background yet, but I think we will shortly see. And now, yeah. But this
honestly, I think Poco's gonna be able to catch some of these guys, because, I mean, he closed down the gap with 40 seconds in the span of what, like 5-6 laps.
Something like that. It's gonna be close, but
I mean, look. Hanebusa said a 1:59.3, Olsen a 1:58.8. So 1:58.8 is what Olsen is setting, and a 1:59 is what Hanebusa is setting. We're gonna see Poco. He's obviously a bit behind, but we're gonna see how many seconds faster exactly he is catching. But you can really see from that interval time. You can see that 40, 39. 38. It's just ticking down. Like, he's gaining by almost a second every lap.
More like every
I mean, he is.
Here he's gonna catch up more, as this is the main straight where he.
Yeah, we're gonna see him. And he sets the fans lap 1:34. He is almost 20 seconds faster. That is incredible. It really goes to show. I think, yeah. You know what? I think Poco's gonna score points. I'm saying it now. I think Poco's gonna score points.
I mean, he's still far. He still has to go to traffic, and we know how traffic can be a problem. So it's really tough to say. But what I do know is that Poco is really the fastest man out on the track right now, and this will be something the FIA wants to discuss. As this battery running out this fast is really unacceptable.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, we want good racing, and I'd say this is good racing, but not in the way we want it to happen. There
you can see Gomez being 20 seconds slower there. Look at that. Let's see.
I do think Gomez is on. Yeah, Gomez is saving power as well. Yeah. But so is everyone else except Matthias Poco.
40 kilometers an hour slower on every straight. So take it in that he has DRS on every single straight and no one else has. That's very overpowered.
That's tight situation, yeah. Can he retake 5th place for Martinez? As
they're really slow. They might open up the space for overtakes. As they're really close, there, off the track he goes. Yeah, not really a place, but now on the inside with a better run. Nothing really done there.
It's Bit like watching Formula 4 cars, isn't it?
I think Formula 4 cars are even slower in the top speeds. I think they're like 150 at max or something. But
yeah, look, Poco's 5 seconds behind Olsen. Okay,
the man was involved in an accident with him. And he has 4 laps to go, unless he's running out of ERS himself. Let's see.
I mean,
not really, it seems.
Matthias Poco dead last after the crash with Hanabusa.
Good check the
as we go on.
There.
Yeah, visor cam with Matthias Poco is now catching up to Olsen. We're gonna see him.
But he's not. He's trying to find a place to overtake, and there on the inside. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, just breezes past the Norwegian.
I mean, he probably has a bit of revenge or redemption feelings for after the incident that put him out. But now he's really closing up again.
Yeah, now catching up to the person who took him out originally, Eric Alibani Hanabusa. He's gonna try it at the same corner. Contact once again in this race. But Poco has the more energy and it's just gonna breeze past as this guy absolutely on a charge now. He has 4 laps and the grid is basically like Formula, I don't know, they're like go-kart compared to him.
As it seems like someone goes in. Jimenez goes in the pits for some reason. Is that completely? Is that him out of the energy completely? Hello, look at that! He nearly loses it. But Jimenez goes in. I wonder what's that for. Is that a retirement?
Might that be a retirement? I think that's a retirement from Jimenez.
No, he's going out. He goes. It seems like he's going for fresh battery or something. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. But Poco is now back into P13.
How is this man doing this? Surely there needs to be an FIA report about this. As Matthias Poco now goes up and overtakes Nguyen for P12. I mean, this is just
ridiculous. As
yeah.
I mean, these guys really can now scream GP2 engine, but yeah. I don't know what you want to say about it.
There's no engine.
There's no engine, but it's a GP2 generator. GP2 battery or something, whatever you want to call it. It's not working out for the others apart from Poco.
As Poco's now catching up to Demirolo.
Round the
overtakes him for
there he goes. There, can he make it? There goes over the track, has to go to the gravel, and there takes the points back already.
As well. Wow.
Wow.
Poco is now up into the points with 3 laps remaining. Yeah. I mean, honestly, what? I mean,
there,
this
round
guy.
The outside, look, no space. Yeah, you can. Literally go away.
It takes Parrish, but can it take Nilsson as well?
Nilsson there in the Audi,
no! Poco off into the gravel! And what could have been a perfect moment for Matthias Poco ends in tears as he's off into the gravel! And that is honestly one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever seen! Oh no!
Yeah, that's painful. That's painful for him. Yeah, he can only be annoyed himself, but look at that battle damage car. It's far from optimal right now. As there goes in the pits there. Down Nielsen.
No way, honestly.
There they all passing now. And yeah, there are more cars coming in the pits. Look at that. Look, it seems like they all retire or something. It's all like they're out of energy with 2 laps remaining.
Yeah, I think they're retiring, dude. I think it's... Yeah, I think they're running out of energy now,
look
actually.
At that, it's already 4 cars out. Poco is one of them. Nugali is one, the Jaguar. And there, I think it's another Jaguar. I'm not sure. No, it isn't actually. But
I guess, yeah, we won't count these. I'll just not count these as DNFs. I'll count this as, I don't know, not classified, maybe.
Yeah, no, it's a DNF pretty much in my eyes. But look at that, that's very much, yeah. Chaos all over the place, as now Nilsson is in P6 with his teammate Gomez is in P1 at the moment, but we don't know if the energy is gonna hold out. I mean, Gomez has a comfortable gap, but will the battery hold it?
I mean, I am not sure. It will be, I mean, an absolute joke fest if more cars retire. Hopefully we don't get more retirements due to energy problems, because that would be, I mean, honestly, that is just ridiculous, and that's definitely not how we wanted this first Formula E race to go. So hopefully the remaining drivers can bring it home.
Yeah.
including Gabriel Gomez. He would not want to.
You do not want to miss it.
I think if we get more than, I think if we get 5 more retirements, I'll just make a rollback of like earlier results. I think that would make sense.
29th lap out of 30. After this dramatic finish.
Actually, just let me. Ending. I'm gonna save these results.
Look at that. He is now even more down in power. Look at that. He lost 50 kilometers an hour more. Wow.
Yeah, now they're going go-kart speeds.
Not even go-kart. These are even the supercars can outrun them right now. So we're going on board. That's what feels like safety car pace. You have to imagine there's a safety car on the track right now. Yeah, literally, if you drive a Mini on the track right now, you would think it's a safety car. So not into the paces anymore.
I think the Mini would be faster, to be honest.
I mean, if you put them in safety car mode, and they would be faster in the safety mode. The slow button of Ferrari strikes back, even though there's a Ferrari in there. They're going very slow right now. So how is this close competitor Santos doing? He is not really doing anything better. But there, the remaining Jaguar of Jake still running. But how long will they buff out? As I don't see any more overtakes happening right now, unless there are more cars falling apart.
Demiro looks to be catching up to Will Parrish, actually.
Maybe you can slipstream and get more of the more top speed. But, or maybe they're already too slow. Whatever I know is, they're not in a position where overtaking will be very much a danger.
Yeah, it is quite hard to determine what is going on. It's all a bit confusing at the moment for me, but
yeah, for everyone it is. Nearly half seconds for.
But Cherezhnia and Nogale, I guess they'll be counted as DNFs. And if any more DNF, I'll just do a rollback of like the latest results.
Yeah, Jermaine is also already DNF'd. We got 4 people. We got 5 DNFs already.
But you have to feel for Mateus Poco. I mean, he had crashed out. He had such a genius strategy to pull back through the field, and I mean, he was on the course for almost a podium, I'd say, and now he's.
Yeah, but he's been in DNF. More people go in the pits there. That's where on the final.
Oh, that might be retirements.
Yeah, there's some more retirements. That's Santos, the P2, and Nilsson goes in. I think Jafar Blackwood goes in. Yeah, it is. And that puts.
Okay, you know what? No, we're doing a rollback. Yeah. Okay, yeah. This is an absolute joke. No. These are not the official results.
Yeah, the official results are very tough to determine. So
look
at this. It's only 9 people running, I think.
Okay, these are only provisional results. We do not count these. The only person I can count at the moment is Gabriel Gomez.
Yeah, we'll even extend this gap more. On the inside there goes the Turkish Demogrill. And he is behind the British Will. Oh, it's the American. I'm not sure. It's
American.
Paris. Yeah, American. Will Parrish there, who is defending there, and I think he did it. But
I think we should just ride on board with Gomez, to be honest. But Gabriel Gomez,
cruising to the finish, literally.
Yeah, he's basically just cruising, honestly.
I wonder if we can see his top speed right now, but it's not really looking too fast right now. Yeah, it feels like a road car speed right now, so if you're on the highway. But for some drivers this is a nightmare first opening race to watch.
Yeah.
And this is gonna go to this controversy goes to the FIA.
Yeah, obviously we will roll back to a previous lap with the DNFs, but Gabriel Gomez
goes in as well.
comes into the pit lane to win the first ever Grand Prix ePrix. I say it wrong as well. What a joke. But Gabriel Gomez takes the win here at Valencia for the first ever Formula E race. But I can't confirm any other results. Oh.
What a tough race. What a mess of a race, to be honest.
What a mess. Honestly, what a mess. We didn't definitely know how we wanted this to go.
Yeah,
but yeah, the official podium is Gomez, Santos, and Tildesley.
Yeah, that's what we can confirm for right now.
So Tildesley finishes P3.
So
Silva would be P4. Oh yeah, we can't confirm any of the results yet, but yeah, it was honestly a really entertaining race, I must say, but definitely not in the way we wanted it to. And we'll definitely have a full review of lap distances and everything after this to make sure that we get this fixed for the following race. But disregarding this battery drama, I do think it was still quite a good race in terms of racing.
I mean, I found it running that it happened just at the same venue where where the same incident happened like a few races ago as well. So maybe it's coincidence. Who knows? But, yeah, I think the racing was good for sure. It was better than the F2 race. I must admit. We had a few days at Spain ago.
Yeah.
We can see the cars all in pit lane right now. But that must be so anticlimactic for Bogu, who was on his road to perhaps a race win, because he had a lot of battery left, and now has been denied from that. Although it's his own mistake, you still have to feel for him a bit, maybe.
Honestly. And on that note, I do think it is time to end. But yeah, certainly an eventful Formula E race it has been. But from me and Rowan, it is goodbye, and see you when the ACOC returns next week. So